was a bombshell story that dropped about the New York Jets and how much of a nightmare this past season was for them when Aaron Rodgers got injured. And I mean, we knew that the New York Jets season was over when A-Rod got injured, but his injury exposed a lot of things wrong with this organization, other than the fact that they made a huge mistake drafting Zach Wilson. Oh, and you guys remember that report that came out that said that Zach Wilson was scared to be the starting quarterback again after he got benched? Well, it actually was true. This article, they revealed that Robert Saleh wanted his head coaches or the coaches on his staff to give them their cell phones to him just so he could go through them to see who was the one to leak the story. Not only that, but the whole Zach Wilson, Aaron Rodgers relationship that we all were at all, that we saw during Hard Knocks, well, that thing evaporated after Aaron Rodgers got injured. And eventually, there was a part of the season when Aaron Rodgers pretty much went Casper on Zach Wilson. And then Robert Saleh being like the adopted dad to Zach Wilson, doing everything he can to protect him from criticism, protecting him from losing his starting job, wanting to make sure that he gets every opportunity to prove himself. That was a huge reason why the locker room started to sour, because they knew that Robert Saleh was playing politics. And when you keep continuing to force a guy like Zach Wilson to show you something that he's not, you get these kinds of results. Now, Zach Wilson, in hindsight, was the best quarterback that the Jets had playing this year outside of Aaron Rodgers. And they possibly could have went out there and traded for Joshua Dobbs or tried to sign a guy like Carson Wentz in free agency, but they didn't want to. Why? We will never know. But it probably is because their general manager, Joe Douglas, and head coach Robert Saleh wanted to give Zach Wilson every chance to show himself as the franchise quarterback for this team. And every opportunity that he got, he fell short every single time. Even in his best game against Kansas City Sunday night, he balled out, nearly outplayed Patrick Mahomes, and yet still found the way to lose the game for the New York Jets. So what does that mean for 2024? Well, I think it's pretty evident that this season is Aaron Rodgers or bust. If Aaron Rodgers comes back and he reverts back to the level that he was pre-injury, Robert Saleh, Joe Douglas are probably going to be around for the next 3 more years if this team makes it into the playoffs. But if they don't, and it backfires in their face like how the Brett Favre New York Jets saga did, then Robert Saleh and Joe Douglas are going to be in the unemployment line at the end of 2024. Now, how do I think this thing is going to go? I really believe that it's going to work. Are they going to be a juggernaut in the AFC? No, but I do expect them to be a 10, 11-win football team. This defense was really good this year. Their defense carried the team for nearly the whole entire season until they lost a little bit of steam in December. And if they would have had Aaron Rodgers in 3 or 4 games, they would have been in the playoffs. There are games that they lost where the offense couldn't get anything against trash teams because Zach Wilson just wasn't it at quarterback. And they're going to improve the offensive line. I believe that Aaron Rodgers getting injured allowed the New York Jets more time to put themselves in the spot where they can go all in. And this is going to be that year that they can go all in. Nobody thinks Robert Saleh is a great coach. I don't think he's a bad coach neither. You need a good quarterback in this league to succeed. One thing that's been constant about Robert Saleh, does it piss you off how much you pay for your monthly phone bill? Why are you getting frustrated when our partner Mint Mobile has plans as low as $15 a month that give you unlimited talk and text on the nation's largest 5G network? Stop getting frustrated with how much you spend on your monthly phone bill and go to trymintmobile.com/JT Sports and description and pin comment down below to get access to premium wireless for only $15 a month. That's only $15 a month. Switching to Mint It's easy. It only takes 15 minutes to do. If you're pissed off with how much you pay for your monthly phone bill, switch to Mint Mobile today and go to trymintmobile.com/JT Sports in description and pin comment down below to get premium wireless for only $15 a month. Stop getting upset with how much you spend on your monthly phone bill and switch to Mint Mobile today. As the head coach in New York has been the fact that these defenses under him have been really good. Nathaniel Hackett isn't a good offensive coordinator. We know that. That was also revealed in the article that a lot of players didn't really like Nathaniel Hackett like that. Not because he was a bad dude, but just because the dude doesn't know what the hell he's doing. We know the sole reason Nathaniel Hackett is there is because of Aaron Rodgers, and that's why this team fell short this year. Because this was a team made for Aaron Rodgers. Randall Cobb, Alan Lazard, all those moves were made to appease Aaron Rodgers. So therefore, it's no surprise that the season went left the way that it did when he wasn't able to play. And once again, Aaron Rodgers is in the spotlight. And his play this season is going to not only define the fate of Robert Saleh and Joe Douglas, but it's going to define how he ends his career. Is he going to end his career going out on top like Peyton Manning and Tom Brady, or is he going to go out in the worst state possible? Because we know that he's not getting any younger. But most people that you talk to, if they were to give you their top 5 quarterbacks, Aaron Rodgers would be mentioned in that conversation. And Aaron Rodgers going out in a bad way to close off his NFL career, I just think will be a sour note to end off his legacy. Because when you think about Aaron Rodgers, you think of one of the most talented quarterbacks in NFL history, but you wonder why he doesn't have more championships. You always think about what could have been if Aaron Rodgers had the right situation. And New York, he's basically calling the shots. He's running the operation. Okay, he's the general manager, the damn coach. Look at all the guys who are on the team who shouldn't be on the team because of Aaron Rodgers. This is his football team. And the Jets' success this year is going to be all dedicated on if Aaron Rodgers can return to that bad man or if he's going to be that retired man at the end of the year. That was a big reason why the New York Jets franchise continues to be a constant disappointment.